Hey, Pardon My Take listeners, you can find every episode on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. Prime members can listen ad-free on Amazon Music. On today's Pardon My Take, we're talking Masters. The Masters have completed. Scottie Scheffler wins. Kind of a boring Sunday, but we have Scott Van Pelt on, which is always fun. We're going to talk to him live from Augusta, as is tradition. We are going to do Who's Back of the Week. We're going to talk a little NBA because the playoffs are set. We got a great Monday show for everyone. And guess what? We're also going to talk a little baseball because baseball is back and Game Time is getting you to the game. Game Time tickets is the way to go. You download the Game Time app, you go to the account tab to create a login, and you redeem code PMT for $20 off your first purchase. The only place to get the best, cheapest last-minute tickets is with the Game Time app. Ever dreamed of sitting in a seat you never thought you could? Billy did this weekend with the Game Time app. He went to the Yankees game. And Jake. Look at these guys going out to the ball game with the Game Time app. So you can get the best seats. You can get last-minute tickets. It's always there on the Game Time app. The biggest last-minute price drops can be found on the seats you thought you could never buy. So do it. Billy, how was you were sitting in the Emperor's Club?
No. It was behind home plate, awesome seats. Saw Rizzo tie up the game with a 2-run homer. It was awesome.
That's my dog. Love it. And Jake, you went to the Rockies game. I love that stadium. I once got lost in it.
Yeah, it was awesome. Opening day.
Nothing better.
Great vibes.
Yeah, great vibes. You are a true journalist. Make sure you get to a baseball game this summer with the Game Time app. Download the Game Time app. Go to the account tab to create a login. Redeem code PMT for $20 off your first purchase. Download Game Time. Last minute tickets. Lowest price guaranteed. Okay, let's go.
It's Pardon My Take, presented by Barstool Sports.
Welcome to Pardon My Take, presented by the Game Time app. They have the best tickets, last-minute ticket deals on the Game Time app. Use code PMT when you download it and you create a login. You get $20 off using that Game Time app. Today is Monday, April 11th, and Scottie Scheffler has won the Masters. Scottie Scheffler, who was once referred to by his friend Henry Higgs. Is that his name? Maybe. I might have screwed that up. He said Scottie Scheffler is about as boring as they come in the best way. Congrats, Scott.
Yeah, Scotty.
Tony Scheffler's cousin.
What a legend. What a legendary performance we won't forget just because of it being so extremely forgettable. We'll always be like, you know what? This was the Masters where Sunday was meaningless. He played well at the start of the round. It looked like he was going to get in some trouble early. He's good at scrambling. I've learned a few things about Scottie Scheffler today. One, he's good at scrambling.
Yep.
Two, he went to high school with Clayton Kershaw and Matt Stafford.
Same high school.
15, 20 years later.
It is literally the fun fact that has outlasted all fun facts. We thought it was going to be Antonio Gates or Jimmy Graham or maybe even Chris Hogan playing lacrosse. No. It is Clayton Kershaw and Matt Stafford because during the broadcast on Sunday, they found a way to work that in. And it actually... Our recurring guest, Mitchell Schwartz, pointed out Scottie Scheffler kind of a loser that he doesn't have a teammate of his that also won a huge major championship, a Super Bowl or World Series. So
that's true. He was maybe there is somebody that went there, but he was just such a nerd that he wasn't friends with.
Yes.
But yeah, it's he's a very forgettable guy. Except this is important for me personally. Fun fact about Scottie Scheffler. He's deathly afraid of heights.
Oh,
representation matters.
Yes,
I like to think that maybe we did our part here on this show, recognizing it as a legitimate concern. Scottie's finally free to be himself.
Yes.
Let that freak flag fly. Congratulations, Scottie.
The fourth thing I had about Scottie Scheffler is he just reminds me of every dude I've ever met from the Dallas, Texas kind of area where it's like you're 25, but you look like you're 35 and you got married when you were 23. Mm-hmm. And you just got your shit together better and you're a really good golfer.
Yeah,
that's every guy I've ever met from Dallas.
He looks like a medium good accountant. that's pretty good at golf.
Yeah, like some dude you meet who went to TCU and he's 25. He's already got a kid, a wife, and he's like way progressed in his career as an accountant. And you're like, fuck, he's got his shit together.
I actually think that most people get into the field of accounting, it's kind of like one or the other. How much are you going to maximize your accounting ability versus how much are you going to maximize your golf playing ability?
Right.
He just probably sucks at numbers.
Right.
He just hates math, so he
could have been that guy.
He could have been that guy.
And I'm talking
we'll never
to
know.
a specific guy who's nodding his head right now, being like, "Yup, that's me." And that's not a knock.
No,
it's like just for some reason, maybe it's just the people I've met from Dallas. They all have their shit together a lot earlier in life, and it feels like they're just older at a younger age.
Yeah, he was probably a caddy when he was 20 years old in like the summer after his sophomore year, and he started his 401k with the like $2,000 that he made then.
We were
compound interest.
So we were robbed from a few things on Sunday. One, we were robbed from any drama, but more importantly, we were robbed. Cam Smith, it felt like he was going to maybe compete, even to a point like, I don't know, somewhere in the back nine, he got it to 3 strokes, and then he went right into the drink.
He birdied 11, and then...
He birdied 11, and then he went in the drink. But we were really robbed of PFT doing an Australian accent for the beginning of the show.
And probably for the next, 6 months.
It sucks.
Honestly, every time Cam Smith was going to be in the news. I was rooting so hard for Cam Smith. Number one, because he's Australian.
And you could have done the accent.
I could have done the... I really just have a soft spot for Australia. Anyone that's listened to the show for any period of time knows that. 2, the mullet and the mustache combo. I'm pretty sure that there's rules at Augusta National. They're like the Yankees.
Yeah.
Where if you show up wearing that, if you're not competing in a major tournament and you just show up there with a mullet and that dirty blonde mustache, they're allowed to shoot you. The security force at Augusta is allowed to put you down like a dog. He was a fun guy to root for. It was not meant to be. There is a little bit of a witch hunt, however, that we can do on Scottie Scheffler. And I'm sure Scotty's a nice guy.
Seems like a nice guy.
Everyone seems to like him. No one has a bad word to say about him.
About as boring as they come in the best way. That was from one of his good friends, Henry Higgs. I did nail that name.
So on Saturday, he hit, I think it was on 18, hit his drive into the woods.
Yep.
And he had to crawl underneath some branches to find it. And he said that he was looking for, I think, a Titleist 7.
Uh-oh.
And the ball that he said that he found clearly had the number 6 on the side of it. So there are a lot of golf sleuths. Now, if we were to rewind 6 years back to when it was legal for people to call up and report rule violations, because I guess the USGA just deputized every American that was watching TV to be auxiliary officials. Some people were saying that it's not the right ball, that maybe he signed an incorrect scorecard on Saturday.
So Rory
might be...
So cash my bet, because I did the thing when you're watching a tournament where you're the guy who's winning, you're he can't win. He's he can't win like this. So you just bet everyone underneath him.
Yep.
And it turns out he just wins like this.
He just won, even though he 4-putted on 18.
He 4-putted on 18. Unders club got absolutely ruined. Rory, by the way, had the shot of the tournament probably on 18. He went bunker to bunker. And then Sir Nick Faldo completely ruined it. The fact that they get to watch it before us, and then he says, "Watch this." He's like, "You wouldn't believe this." Well, actually, we do believe it because you told us it was going to happen.
Well, the gallery blew up.
Yeah.
The gallery was screaming. He was like, "Oh, you're not going to believe what's just happened."
And it's no, we can believe it because guess what? You told us it was going to be incredible, and then it happened. And then Nance one-upped him with Morikawa the next one. He's like, "Oh, you want to spoil it? I'll spoil it." Which really, it was just basically a dick measuring contest between the two of them, who could spoil it more. And the only people that lost was the millions of people at home trying to gain any type of drama out of Sunday at Augusta.
Yeah, they really ringed that out. I don't think that if Nick had not, Sir Nick Faldo had not ruined it, I don't think that Jim Nance does it. I think that you're right. I think he was just okay, you did it, I'm going to have my shot at it.
Yeah, we can both play this game.
Also, Max almost hunted down Tiger. They were neck and neck.
We got to talk about Max
on Sunday.
Max made the cut.
Yeah, that's a big deal. Max made the cut at Augusta.
He guaranteed he's going to make the cut. Positive vibes worked. I felt like Gary V on steroids on Friday. I was just looking for memes about positive thinking. I tweeted him a Winnie the Pooh meme at one point being this got to work. But he made the cut. I think next year our strategy should not be to put so much onus on making the cut because I think Max thought the tournament ended after he made the cut.
Yeah.
Because the way he played after he made the cut, and again, we did positive vibes only, but now we can speak honestly. The way he played after he made the cut was disgusting, and he should probably turn in his tour card.
They Max
he was
proved,
neck
no.
and neck with the greatest golfer that's
Yes,
ever
true.
played the
Yeah,
game.
he was
Like,
doing.
could fail
We've
worse.
always
Right.
talked about
He was better
the
than him on the
pressure.
weekend.
Yeah.
We've talked about the pressure that you feel when you're playing next to Tiger Woods, and he was playing next to Tiger, so he only lost to Tiger
Well,
by 1 stroke.
I think like one behind or ahead.
Well, yeah,
he was-
that's what I mean by
not
next
actually
to.
next to him,
They were not in the
around
same.
him.
They were in the same area. They could see each other. Line of sight was clear.
And
Max had a lot of pressure on him, and they Max-proofed the course. They don't allow cell phones, and that's Max's biggest strength.
Yeah, he did own up to it, though. He said afterwards, so on Saturday he played poorly, and we're like, it can't get worse than this. And he went on Twitter and was like, guys, guess what? It's not going to get worse than this. He said, today was a bummer, but tomorrow I get to play the final round at the Masters, and that's pretty damn cool, even if Positive Vibes Only has ended after Friday. I'll be shooting under par tomorrow. Let's get it. # golf. Narrator voice, he did not shoot under par. What did he shoot? Like fucking 10 over? 10 over?
Yeah, take away the
over.
one.
Yeah.
And he almost shot under par.
He did say maybe the worst prediction of all time afterwards. So shout out Max for that. Listen, Max is our friend.
Wait, this guy-
As much as he embarrassed this podcast on Saturday and Sunday, all weekend, just getting dragged. Like we could talk about Tiger in a second, but I said something about Tiger and people were just like, "What about your boy Max?" Like, dude, I didn't sign up to defend his terrible golf. That's bullshit. I did Positive Vibes to get him to Saturday and Sunday. What he does after that, that's not part of the deal. But I'm gonna help out Max. I've had worse predictions. I'm sure there's many, but someone reminded me of it. I think it's I can't remember his Twitter name. It's Karen something.
Karen 8263.
There it is. Yes.
Karen with an A.
So
Karen.
on December 20th, 2020, someone tweeted me Bucks to the Super Bowl, and I quote tweeted and I said, "No, they're frauds." They ended up winning the Super Bowl. Not only getting there, but winning it. So, see, Max, we all have bad predictions.
Yeah, I've never had one.
Yeah.
I'm pretty good about that. I knew that Max was going to – it was all written ahead of time. We knew what was going to happen. Max made making the cut his Super Bowl, and I'm very proud of him. He won his personal Super Bowl. Now, next time, I think, next major, let's see if we can shoot at par or underneath in the third round, and then we'll let the chips fall where they may on Sunday.
Yeah.
But we gotta like ease our way into this. Once it happens all at once. Scottie Scheffler had not won a PGA tournament until this year. Now he's won like 4 out of 6.
Yes.
And the dude is insane right now.
I do think we should probably go back to just being mean to him. It seems like he performs better when he's playing like the NFT Open and shit. Mm-hmm. So we got to just go back to that.
Well, how long until the next major? This is where Max goes on a little run.
Yeah. The next week when all the guys who competed for the Masters are like, no, I'm taking a week
May
off.
19th, PGA Championship.
That's going to be.
Was that the 5th major?
Where is it?
Tulsa.
Oh, he's going to suck. He's going to be
And
terrible.
then the U.S. Open in June's in Boston.
He's going to be terrible in that, too.
Or
Yeah.
Brookline, excuse me. I
He's
don't
going to
know.
be fucking
Okay,
awful.
close enough.
I feel like
he's going to be terrible.
pencil in like the weekend of the NBA Finals, whatever weekend that's going to be in. That's when Max is going to win some bullshit tournament.
Yeah,
when
like
nobody's
we'll be
paying
watching
attention.
game 1 of the NBA Finals, and people will be tweeting us like, dude, what about your boy Max? We're like, what? There's a fucking golf right now?
It'll go into like quadruple overtime. It'll be the best game, instant classic ever. Max is going to like shoot bogey golf on his last 18 and win the tournament.
Yeah.
Back into it.
But
we got to get our mind right. We'll be
Yeah,
fine.
we love Max, even though he sucks. We
Uh,
love him. We do.
we all-
I genuinely, like, you can love someone when they just suck at their job. Billy's here. Mm-hmm. That was too easy. I set myself up for that. I'm sorry. Billy doesn't suck at his job.
We also love Will Zalatoris.
Yes.
And he played well on Sunday.
Except another heartbreak.
well-
He not finishing top 5 was just. I had the friends of the program bet, whereas Willie Z, Brooks actually didn't. He withdrew from the Masters.
He
didn't
beat
play this.
Bryson.
He beat Bryson. So did Sandy Lyles.
And Brooks was
hitting-
also clearly not feeling 100%. He's
Dude.
basically still on one leg.
It's again. I don't want to go back and pass here, but like the fact that Brooks even tried to play is
Hero.
Like, come on. I saw Tiger doing his fake limp. Brooks could barely walk. He got taken out in an ambulance. You didn't see that on Friday, so Brooks will be fine. But yeah, the bet was Will Zalatoris, Max Homa, or Brooks Koepka combined. One of them has to finish top 5. So that's just how my weekend went.
Will Zalatoris has maybe the best golfer forehead tan of all time.
Yeah, he does.
When he
He's
takes
Stewart
that cap
Cink-esque.
off, it's worse than Stewart Cink. When he takes the hat off, it's just like a pasty forehead. He's got literally like a two-tone. It looks like the ice cream that you dig into where it's like vanilla on top and then caramel second layer.
Yeah.
That's like his forehead is gradient.
Can I ask a question about Scottie Scheffler? Because we should probably. I mean, we're going to talk Scott Van Pelt. So big weekend for Scotties. Would you qualify him as a Haas? He might be a Haas.
No, I don't think he's a Haas.
John Rahm is a
He's
Haas.
a beast.
He
Yeah,
might
John
be a
Rahm's-
Haas, dude. How
he's a
tall
Haas.
is he?
I don't think he's a Haas.
He's got the Haas look in his eyes,
He's
too.
you know what?
6'3", 200.
Yeah,
He might be a Haas.
He's a big boy. I think he's
might be a Haas.
I think he's a Bubba.
If
I think he's a big
chip
Bubba.
if you chip
He's a
in like he
Haas.
chipped in and don't even celebrate, like that's
I
a
think he's
big Haas energy.
Haas mentality. I think so.
He was locked in.
John Rahm, by the way, like, dude, you got to find a better shirt.
Like
that doesn't
Bubba's
have to
are.
sweat
I mean,
through it.
Bubba fucking has the like hover cart. You're not going to see Scottie Scheffler on like a hovercraft rolling around the 18th green like Bubba.
You're right.
Yeah,
I
no,
probably won't see that.
No, but he does.
You know what I'm talking?
Scottie
No,
Scheffler
didn't he do
has
that? Didn't Bubba Watson do that?
Yeah, he had the golf boy. Scottie Scheffler
Yeah,
has
yeah.
like, it's like a little bit of. He almost kind of looks a little bit like Jim Thome, like a little bit of a.
He's got the big
Haas
face.
country strong.
He's got the big face. He's
Right.
a little Adam Dunnish.
Yeah.
He definitely.
Haas
Oh, you know what he
adjacent.
looks like? He looks like that dude from the video that kept going viral this weekend. The guy that stepped out and did the country line dance,
You mean Rico?
shuffling his feet around
That
a
was
little bit.
Rico, yeah.
No, that guy is way
Didn't
more
look
of a
like
Haas
Scottie
than
Scheffler
Rico.
either.
Yeah. Though that
But-
didn't look like Scottie Scheffler at all. It looked like Rico. But yeah, Scottie Scheffler.
He looked like Spieth's older brother, and they're both from Dallas. Like
He's
he
a
looked
Haas.
like yeah.
So we
He's
should
like
talk.
a diesel Spieth.
If he was from Fort Worth, I would say he's a Haas.
Yeah.
But you know what? Like he's actually New Jersey. Jersey should claim him.
He should claim him.
Jersey hasn't had a lot of dubs recently.
He's a Haas. I think I'm gonna tag him with Haas.
I bet on him, and I was like, watching him very carefully, and he had big Haas energy. He
And-
was the way he was like not celebrating and just dialed in. And then a quote came out today that he said he broke down in his wife's arm this morning crying, and he said he didn't think he was big enough for the moment. And so to
And
do that
yeah.
and then to come out and just be fucking.
She looked him in the eyes like, you're a Haas.
Yeah,
Go
exactly.
be a Haas.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's actually exactly how it happened. He also had like there were people golf Twitter like when I step into golf Twitter, it's scarier than stepping into like UFC Twitter, soccer Twitter. There were though some pictures of like his follow through that I guess was bad form. That's Haas energy. Where it's like not people are like, this is the guy leading the Masters and his hands were all fucked up and everything, but he was just crushing it.
He's got a very compact swing, is what they were saying about him. And,
Yeah.
and there were some golf like purists that were saying that his swing is not good.
Right,
Actually,
so that's
So
Haas.
it's not like sustainable for him to do it. It's been sustainable for the last month and a half. That's pretty good.
He's on a very hot streak. So before we talk about Tiger, let's talk about our hypothetical. And it's brought to you by our friends at TaylorMade. Are you ready for the ultimate giveaway? We're teaming up with our friends from TaylorMade for the ultimate season opener sweepstakes and giving away 50 prizes to 50 different winners. Prizes include everything from a grand prize full bag of new TaylorMade clubs to a new stealth driver to a TP5X golf balls and everything in between. Now through May 10th, go to TaylorMade.com. Sorry, TaylorMadeGolf.com/barstool sweeps. I'll say that again. TaylorMadeGolf.com/barstool sweeps to enter and celebrate the season's first major and the unofficial start of the golf season. The sweeps is running across a number of podcasts within the Barstool Network. We want our loyal followers to win. We want you guys, AWLs, to win. So head over to TaylorMadeGolf.com/barstool sweeps right now for your chance to win, and be sure to let them know you heard about it from us. Head over again, TaylorMadeGolf.com/barstool sweeps right now for your chance to win big. I'm going to get some TaylorMade clubs. I'm going to start golfing again. Probably not, but I'm going to try. I'm going to play 2 rounds of golf this summer. Which
At least
is
there's
huge.
a 9-hole course that right near me.
Bro, I play the black tips. Is that what it is? No, that's
Just
tips.
say you're
the
playing for the
tips.
tips.
Yeah,
I
Yeah.
play the tips, yeah. But I'm going to try to play golf again because I do love playing golf. I just don't have any time to do that. But TaylorMadeGolf.com/barstool sweeps. And we bring this up because once I have my TaylorMade clubs, we could really do this hypothetical. The hypothetical was Scottie Scheffler stepping up to the 18th tee box at Augusta with a 5-stroke lead. Is that right? 5-stroke lead. It's a par 4. He's got to hit a 8 to win the Masters. And the hypothetical was, could an average golfer step up under the exact same circumstances and get an 8 to win
I
the
thought it was
Masters?
9.
9 was
Yeah.
to tie for a
Oh,
playoff.
that's a big difference.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
8.
said a 9 though.
But I think it's now that I'm doing the math in my head, it's
We're
8.
adjusting the
Yeah.
rules.
Well, no,
Yeah, no,
we're
it's-
not adjusting the rules. We're adjusting the scores.
I gotta
12.
recalibrate my
Yeah, I
calculation.
don't think
PFT
it
said he
matters.
could
Yeah, I
do
don't
it.
think it matters.
I said I would hit 13 if lucky. Most people said no chance with the pressure, with everything, with the with the golf, with the what that one guy say? All you got to do is get on the right plane of the green at Augusta, and you could play bogey golf. He said that he'd played so much on video games, he'd be able to do it. PFT, you think you can putt your way to an 8 on the 18th hole?
I think I could do it, by the way. 25% yes, 75% no.
No chance.
I could do it.
I got the clutch gene.
I could do it with a putter.
Just got to hit it.
I would putt every single shot.
465 yards.
I've simulated the hole. I did like the guided walkthrough of the hole on YouTube a few minutes ago and checked out. It's mostly downhill from the start. Then it goes uphill later, but I'm just focused on the downhill part. I need to know some things about the conditions. Is it like today?
Perfect conditions.
Perfect conditions. What am I hitting? Like a Pro V1?
No, it'd be a TaylorMade.
It'd be a TaylorMade.
I go putter off the deck, off the tee box.
Off a tee? Or no
No,
tee?
off the deck.
Off the
In
deck.
golf terms, it means no tee.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then
on,
then
Hank.
I just go putter the entire time. I end up hitting 8, maybe 9. I honestly,
Which
I
shot
think I
do you
could
get
do it.
to the green on?
My putter.
No, but like, how many putts do you have from the green?
I think I get to the green. I have
So
to
what do you
two-putt
hit your
once I
putter?
get
You
to
hit
the
your
green.
putter, what,
Oh, just
100?
two-putt.
100 yards?
Like 50 to 70.
So 50 to 70 means if you hit it 70, you
Yeah.
get to the green in 7 shots.
And then I two-putt for the 9.
Okay, all right, got it.
No, I also pin placement matters.
Yes.
Is the pin
Sunday pins.
Is it attackable?
No, it's Sunday pins.
All right, if the pin's attackable, if it's center green, I think I could do it in 8. If it's back right, that might be an 8 or a 9. I think I could do it.
All right,
My putt-
I know I can't
We've
do it.
tried this before.
And we
with
pulled
Tony
it up.
Scheffler.
Watch PMTV, which will be out on Tuesday on the YouTube channel. Subscribe. By the way, the YouTubes are out right away, so if you're listening right now, you can go watch us. We went and pulled up the footage, and it was a 265 yard hole that you did it in. 465 is a little bit different.
Well, it wasn't a 285-yard hole. It was I had already hit my driver like into the woods off the tee.
Like 100?
And then Tony Scheffler was like, bet you can't make it from here on out in like 9 strokes or less using just your putter.
And this was
I'm
also
pretty
not
good.
Augusta.
I'm pretty good hitting my putter for distance. That's probably my strong. Honestly, like if I tee off with a driver, I might as well just throw my ball into the woods.
Yeah.
It's a negative. Even though I do it all the time. Like when I'm golfing, I'm going to let the big dog eat off the tee, even though it's going to bite me in the ass. I just go putter the entire time.
I
Keep it
think
in
I'd go
bounds.
13. I would. I documented. I'd slice it into the woods. I would hit it into a tree. Then I'd hit it out onto the fairway. Then I'd probably have to smoke a bowl because my nerves would be going crazy. We'd have to take a timeout. Sir Nick Faldo would have to like ruin The Sopranos, that asshole. Then I'd hit one good shot.
Piece of shit.
Yeah, piece of shit. One good shot. Then I'd just go bunker. Maybe like a sand wedge that I can't hit for shit for 5 yards. Then another one on. Then I'd putt like 5 times. 13.
So my strategy is basically just designed to avoid all the hazards. If I get in the bunker, I'm fucked. But if I just hit I was looking at the fairway too. I was like, okay, there's shot 1, there's shot 2, shot 3. I'm going to have to split these bunkers. That's going to be tricky. I don't think you know how far I can hit my putter, Big Cat.
I've watched it.
My putter game.
I watched you do it. It was 8 shots on 265 yards.
But I had to also recalibrate my last couple shots because I was on the green.
Right, but the greens on Augusta are pretty hard.
So it'd roll.
No, you'd roll back off and you'd have to hit it back on.
I don't know. I feel
I
like
was saying I legitimately don't think if you started on the opposite edge of the green as the hole, I don't know if you could 9-putt.
Yeah, no, and by the way, this was not
Like you're not
this was-
factoring how much
this-
harder a regular green
Yeah.
is versus the
You're,
green.
act,
This
you're
was
acting
on
like it's a
Sunday,
hypothetical
by the way,
where
at
it's like, could
Augusta.
you? You're acting like it's one of those hypotheticals where it's like, could you get 7 yards on a carry in the NFL? This is completely different. It's completely different.
But the
Not
the best
really.
part is it was not said in shtick. It was like an honest moment where you're like, yeah, I could do that.
I could do
Easy.
it. I could do it.
Yeah, easy.
I mean,
Put it all the way.
They let Dude Perfect desecrate and
Yeah.
piss all over the course.
So they'll-
Letting me try this at Augusta, I feel like would be way classier than that.
3 more years and we'll probably be on Augusta. So we should talk a little Tiger. Tiger went from could he actually win this thing on Thursday? And listen, I had the thought, and I know a lot of people said the thought. So
Yeah.
I don't want the goalposts to move. I had Tiger fans up my ass. I said that watching him on Sunday was a little depressing because he was clearly like injured and he was playing the worst he's ever played at Augusta. I get the counterpoint, like just having him out there is great, and it was. But that went quickly from watch out for Tiger to I'm just happy he's alive.
Well, he can still play one round, but it turns out that there's a lot of walking in golf.
Yeah.
Turns out that there are hills and shit that you need to move your ankles on. And yeah, so he's just sore, very, very sore by the end of the day. After it was over, he was like meeting with his family, trying to walk up those hills after 18. He looked like he wanted to cut his own leg off.
Yeah, it looked painful. And that was my point, was like, it's not fun watching him in pain, like struggle. I think there was a stretch, I think it was 4, 5, 6 or something, where he had never went bogey at Augusta there. And he did that on Sunday. So I listen, I get that a lot of people are just very happy he's back. I count myself as one of them. I also would love to see him back, like competing and not in pain. It does mean that he's probably going to play, and I think he already said he's going to play at the British Open.
Yep.
The Open
Open Championship, excuse me.
Maybe the U.S. Open. More Tiger's better.
Yes.
I did, though. So I was watching it. I was getting depressed watching him limp around. And so I just went instead and looked up some Tiger stats to make me feel good. So I'll just throw a couple out there. In 1997, so today's Masters was very boring. In 1997, Tiger won the Masters by 12 strokes.
Yep.
He was minus 18. The second place was minus 6.
They had I think that was the one they had the special on before too.
Yeah,
with Jim Nance.
Yeah, that was his first major tournament win. He had a 9-shot lead going into Sunday.
Well, he was so good in that tournament that they had to change the entire course because they said, well, Tiger's going to win every single Masters for the next 20 years.
Yes. He won 7 majors by 3 shots or more in his career. From 1997 to 2009, in majors combined, Tiger went 134 strokes under par. The second person in those like majors combined, 1997 to 2009, was Phil plus 99. Think about that.
Pretty incredible.
134 under par combined. The second place person was plus 99. And the last stat, which is awesome, is he's third all time in European Tour wins with 41, and he's never played full time on the European Tour.
That's insane.
It's fucking awesome.
I wish
that's my Tiger fun stats.
The difference was this time we kind of had to recalibrate how we think about Tiger Woods because this was for the first time ever the some things are bigger than sports round that Tiger had, whereas previously, like, literally nothing was more important to Tiger Woods than Tiger Woods playing good at Augusta,
right,
at the Masters. And it was like there were some times when it felt, I don't know, the whole like Monster energy drink sponsoring his bag. I don't know if that's something that Tiger's had for a while. It felt a little weird, like it was almost like beneath Tiger, where it's like if you see Jimmy Carter hawking cryptocurrency,
right,
it's like Tiger with a Monster bag.
And that was the part where I was getting slightly bummed out because he got in the red on Sunday, so it felt, oh man, I've seen this before. This is awesome. Good memories flashing back. And then it's like, oh wait, he's playing at like, 1 o'clock in the afternoon. He's in the back nine at 1 o'clock in the afternoon. This is weird.
Yeah.
Nothing about this really like fits my memories of Tiger Woods.
Yeah.
But it was great to have him back.
It was good to have him back.
Yeah.
They should have just let him tee off later on in the day just so we get that consistency.
Well, they should have just let him go up against Scottie Scheffler just to intimidate him, because then we would have had drama.
Mm-hmm.
That would have been great if we're just like, you know what? New rule, because Augusta can make any rules they want. Mm-hmm. New rule, Tiger just gets to start with whatever the leader's score is on Sunday.
Yeah, and then
all-time quarterback.
And then also after they put the green jacket on Scottie Scheffler, Dude Perfect comes out, and the Twins spray him down with a Super Soaker.
Perfect. That's exactly what we need. But yeah, great Masters. Love Masters Week. We're going to talk more with Scott Van Pelt in a minute about Masters Week. Before we get to who's back, we should at least mention the tragic passing of Dwayne Haskins. That was very, very sad on Saturday. We're huge football fans. Obviously, he drafted and played for the Redskins Commanders football team, but very, very sad. Anyone who, any death that happens that early in life is very tragic. But then when you also just think about like how his story, and it felt like he was coming back and all these things, it's just really, really sad.
He was so young. I think he was 24, 25?
Yeah. It's
tragic. There's really nothing else that you can say about it besides like you feel for his wife, for his family. It sucks. I mean, I don't want to get into a thing where we talk about the different takes that came out about him, but I will say that what Gil Brandt said when he called into that radio show, it was eerily similar to what Colin Cowherd and Mike Wilbon were saying about Sean Taylor when he was in the hospital after he got shot. It's just like some people just need to realize that there's a human being that has a family that's going through this right now.
I think a weird thing happens in 2022 on Twitter. Like the Gil Brandt thing was appalling. Like you said, we don't have to go into like depth about what Gil Brandt said wrong because we all know what he said wrong. But it always strikes me as weird when a tragedy like that happens. And it's a true tragedy. Like it kind of like gut punched me. I have no connection to Dwayne Haskins, but it gut punched me because I was like, holy shit, this guy's so young, everything in front of him. It's just very bizarre to me that because we live in a world where like everyone has to have a take about everything, it's tragedy, and then immediately let's pile on someone who didn't deal with this exactly right. Like Scheffler,
you're talking about
obviously.
Scheffler, yeah.
Scheffler got it, and Scheffler,
And his tweet was horrible.
He's an idiot,
bad,
right?
yes.
But I also like, and maybe maybe this is wrong of me, but I always just feel weird that his tweet's bad, but it's also just feels weird that we then spend the entire day, instead of talking about Dwayne Haskins, like doing the Twitter pile-on. And I'm a hypocrite because I've done the Twitter pile-on before. I'm trying to do a better job about it. But like it felt weird to me that the entire day was Scheffler was trending because everyone had to get their dunk in, instead of just being like, this is tragic, remember Dwayne Haskins. Like retweet a story about Dwayne Haskins, not, hey, I can't believe Scheffler said this, and I'm going to keep tweeting about how Scheffler said this all day.
Yeah, no, if I die and Scheffler has a bad tweet about it, which is very likely that he would, don't talk about Adam Scheffler's tweet. Like it's
you know what I mean?
It's not about him. I think what it is people were upset. It's a tragedy. They need something to be mad at. Something like, because they've got a lot of pent up energy. They see this, their emotions running wild, and they don't know what to do. So it's like, okay, that's the person that's bad. That's where I can redirect all my sadness and grief towards.
But it's
so like pointing at him. It's
so bizarre to me. It's similar
is.
to the Read the Room guys, where it's like you're like a tragedy happens, and then your first thought is, let me go and police Twitter and see who's dealing with this in the 10 minutes after the correct way and not. It just, the whole thing is bizarre. I've now stepped away from all, like, if something happens that's tragic, I'll retweet the message and just leave it at that, because it's just like, it's not you don't have to have a take about everything.
Yeah,
and you don't have to spend the entire day dunking on Gil Brandt and Adam Scheffler and then making it about that instead of making it about the tragedy in Dwayne Haskins' life and everything he accomplished.
Sometimes it's okay to just be sad about stuff,
right?
And to not have to get mad at somebody for doing something despicable and let that take over your emotions.
And
it's okay to just be like, this is a tragedy. I feel awful for him, for his whole family, for everybody involved. It's just sad.
And the special wrinkle that happened too, because I was watching it all unfold, and it was like colleagues of Adam Scheffler knowing they can't call out Adam Scheffler, so going even harder on Gil Brandt.
Yeah,
it's like, you guys, like, what's going on right now? Why is everyone doing this? Just let's remember Dwayne Haskins. I saw that video of when Dwayne Haskins was a kid and he was in the Ohio State locker room and he's like, someday I'm going to be the Ohio State quarterback. That was, like, broke my heart again. So
that season that he had in Ohio State, where he threw
incredible.
50 touchdowns.
Yeah,
in
he was
year.
incredible.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the whole thing is sad, and we had to mention it because obviously it was a big story this weekend.
But I don't think that there's anything that we can add to it besides just the fact
it's
that
sad.
It's really, really sad.
Right. And, life is precious, and I think we all know that. All right, let's do, by the way, we just, as a side note, we just did like tech support that was incredible. This whole studio just blew up in between. Like, we basically
I couldn't even describe it if I wanted to.
I don't even know what happened.
It's like there was one of those EMPs that went off from Ocean's 11 where every electronic in the studio shut down simultaneously for different reasons.
Yeah.
I got
under the hood.
Mode, yeah.
I got under the hood, started just doing all the technical research that I've all the years of college that I used in computer science, which I'd never even studied, to just go, and I basically found the power strip and said, Hank, I'm unplugging this cord. Did it do anything? Okay, Hank, I'm unplugging this cord. Did it do anything? Until we found the cord that needed to be unplugged.
Which broke something else.
Yes.
Which I still don't know really what happened. Billy filmed the whole thing on his cell phone. I don't know how that's going to come out, but
check out on TikTok.
Oh, there we go.
We documented the whole the Pardon My Take TikTok.
Maybe can you do?
we didn't have I don't think we had the spike moment, which was unfortunate, but
I know
that was the.
Can you do the Harlem Shake to it? Can you remix it?
I'm gonna make it like really emotional.
But can you also
intense.
make me a Harlem Shake version?
Yes.
How did
Okay,
that
great.
work, by the way? Did the TikTok blow up? Did you
Harlem
bring
Shake?
back Harlem Shake?
It did very well.
All right, there you go.
Considering.
Billy invented
Good
Harlem
answer.
Shake.
Good answer. All right, let's do let's do Who's Back. I'm an idiot. I don't know what day it is. And then we have Scott Van Pelt live from Augusta, and then we will talk some NBA because the playoffs are set on the other side of Scott Van Pelt. Before we get to Who's Back, you know who's back always? Coors Light. Coors Light, it's a hectic time of year between weddings, graduations, spring sports, and more. We're busier than ever right now, and sometimes we forget to take a second for ourselves. So this season, take a second to enjoy an ice-cold Coors Light because you deserve a beer that's made to chill. There's only one beer out there that's literally made to chill. It's Coors Light. The mountains on the bottles and cans even turn blue when your beer is cold. That way you always know when it's time to chill. I cannot wait for when it's nice out, the weather gets warm, you got a cooler full of Coors Light. Those mountains are as blue as could be, and that's when you know it's time to chill. So get a Coors Light today. When you need to take a second for yourself, reach for that beer that's made to chill. It's Coors Light. Again, Coors Light is our official beer. It's our favorite beer in the whole world. All right, so get Coors Light delivered straight to your door, Drizzly or Instacart by going to CoorsLight.com/take. Celebrate responsibly, CoorsLight.com, Golden, Colorado, CoorsLight.com/take. Okay, who's back of the week? Henry.
My Who's Back of the Week is Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
Yeah, that ass.
He's hitting bombs with that ass. He hit a home run today that was it was literally a line drive, 467 feet. I've never seen a ball with the launch angle like this one had. It looked like looked like a special effect. It looked like the commercials or whatever where it's like the final scene is someone hitting a baseball and the baseball like hits the camera or something. It looked like that in real life. It was just it was a line drive that went 467 feet. That's really all you can say.
There's a monster dunk. Bubba, what's your rating? You're the expert when it comes to.
Oh, I'm looking at it right now, dude. That's a dinger. That is
I'll give it like
tater.
4.5 balls.
It wasn't even a
4.5
moonshot.
balls.
It was
It
just
was
like
sick.
it was
Yeah,
a
it
It was
rope.
like
It was sick.
It was like a perfect home run.
For some reason, I don't know what it
Someone
is.
could have got hurt.
But all the
That was like a foul ball.
all the players that are sons of former big leaguers, like your Vlad Guerrero Juniors, your Bo Bichette's, your Fernando
going.
Tatis Jr.
Yep.
All these guys just hit the coolest
Jack
looking
Leiter.
home runs.
Jack
Wild.
Leiter just throws gas.
It is wild, yeah.
Yeah. That
Your Drake LaRoche's.
great one, Hank.
Yeah, it's Who's Back? Monster Dongs,
Drake-
Vladimir
fun
Guerrero.
fact, Drake
wagon
LaRoche is
asses.
actually 30 years old.
I know it's crazy.
Yeah, no, there's nothing better than a dong.
Just a
It's just the best.
big old dong.
It is the best.
You
Like,
guys
they
are just fucking tempting me over
they
here.
should have a red zone channel that's just taters.
Yeah, the Dong Network.
Dongs and taters, yeah.
It's just dropping them on everyone. All right, PFT, your Who's Back?
My Who's Back, I got a couple of them. First is Pine Tar.
Oh,
Pine Tar's back. There was there's a controversy in college baseball where a guy, let's see, I'm pulling up the team right now, hit a home run, UCF. He hit a 3-run dinger, and then he got kicked out for having too much Pine Tar. And then everybody got kicked out after that because it started a brawl because the manager got pissed off that the other manager narked on the Pine Tar.
Yep.
But it was very reminiscent of the George Brett Pine Tar incident.
Yep.
The umpires crowd around the bat. And I honestly didn't even know that college baseball players use Pine Tar on aluminum bats. I don't really understand. It always seemed like something that was
wood only?
Wood related. Yeah,
Yes.
you got the wood, and then you got the wood cum, which is sap. I believe that's what sap is. Mm-hmm. And then you measure it that way. But yeah, I guess they're using it in college baseball too. What is the problem with having too much Pine Tar? I never really
the
understood
grip,
it.
I think.
But they measure how far down the barrel it goes. So
Right.
why is it a problem?
Oh, because you can use because I think they use it. Oh, it might be because it might come off the bat differently too.
So if it hits if you hit the ball with the Pine Tar part of the bat, then it's tougher for the infielder to field or throw.
Probably the ball has a stickiness to it.
I don't know, but it was
Weirdness.
awesome. It was awesome seeing like 5 guys get ejected at the same time. And a
Yeah, it
brawl in
was a
college
cool
baseball
video.
is pretty sick. Then my other Who's Back of the week is the Pittsburgh Pirates. The Pirates are back. I am bringing back, I was debating whether or not to switch my bet up to the Orioles this year. I've got a proprietary system. It's an algorithm that tells me who to bet on for baseball. Last year I was up 24.5 units on the season. So I suck at gambling, but I'm very good at betting on baseball. And my algorithm is thus. You just bet against the Pittsburgh Pirates every single game. And so we're bringing it back this year. only for road games, I think, because it took too much money away from the sports book. So they're trying to limit how much money you can make off them. Don't play their games. So we're going to bet on road games, every Pirates team under, and for the other team to win money line.
Love it.
Against the Pirates.
Love it.
We're going to all make a bunch of money. I was thinking about going to the Orioles because the Orioles might be lucky to win 55 games this year.
And the new wall.
They have the new wall, which is
We
just
hate it.
It's fucked up what they did to that wall.
Yep.
They desecrated that stadium. So the Pirates are back. Right now it's 2-1 on the season, but I'm sure that it'll get off to a hot start again this year.
We're just baseball heavy. What are you gonna say, Bob?
Speaking of that Vlad Guerrero home run, there's an account called Would It Dong, and it bases it's like the trajectory and everything of it, of like if it would be out in all 30 stadiums.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And that one was only 28 out of 30.
Really?
Yeah, I
'Cause
knew.
it was
I was
so low,
thinking
maybe.
Fenway wouldn't have been one.
Yeah.
Because it's too high in center. I can't think of the other one, but
Maybe Petco.
Houston.
yeah,
Orioles.
Houston.
I feel like
probably,
Jake.
maybe
I feel
Camden.
like Jake would like that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
Kim-
is good. I love that
Yeah.
account just because
The
like
Yankees-
every
yeah,
right field
in
home
right
run of the
field at
Yankees,
Yankees,
is
they
a 1
do
out
it.
of 30.
Yeah,
Yeah, Houston might be the other one because they've got the train
Yeah,
up
true.
there.
Yeah.
Juan Soto's ball's still up there.
Yeah. All right, my who's back. We're baseball heavy. My who's back is the Yankees because the Yankees posted a hype video to start the season that said no moral victories, no excuses, no storylines, no narratives. And then after Garrett Cole's first start, he said that the game being delayed 4 minutes was an unforeseen challenge for him. He said the festivities got a little away from the schedule.
I love psycho baseball pitchers that have their routines that
No
they
excuses.
can't let anything out of there. Are you sure it
narratives.
was 4 minutes?
4 minutes. One. Garrett
somebody
Cole,
fuck
this
with
is
his
from
mound?
One of the beat writers. Garrett Cole said that the delayed start 1:12 p.m. instead of 1:08 p.m. was an unforeseen challenge for him. The festivities got a little away from the schedule, Cole said. I think I saw KFC, our colleague, mention it, which was spot on. He's like, Garrett Cole, before he came to New York, everyone just assumed he was like the badass dude who like just gets on the mound and shoves and just fucking throws heat down your throat. And then he comes to New York and he's like sweaty and he can't answer questions correctly. And the only time he gets anything right is when he talks about how he was a Yankee fan before, like when he was a kid. Like he's just a loser.
I think it has to do with the fact that he had to cut his hair and shave his beard
Yeah,
to
but
become a Yankee.
but he's a Yankee fan.
Anybody can be a filthy dude that shoves if they've got a beard.
But dude,
you know what? He was a Haas.
But he was a Haas.
He was a Haas, but
he's,
you can't be that same guy if you get rid of your beard.
What's the thing? Jake is a Yankee fan, so is Billy. What was the poster he held up? Yankee fan today, Yankee fan tomorrow, Yankee fan forever. So he knows the Yankee way. Like that really is. Garrett Cole just goes in between getting shelled, answering questions incorrectly about spider tack, and then every once in a blue moon, someone asks him about a memory when he was a kid, and he's like, "Yeah, I was at Derek Jeter's 3,000th hit game. That was cool."
Maybe it's the fact that he puts so much more pressure on himself because he did grow up a Yankee fan.
Yeah.
Where he's like, now I'm representing the pinstripes, not just myself.
Did he pitch that bad? He might not have even pitched that bad. Because,
He gave up 3 in the first inning, then he settled down a little bit.
Oh,
and
so
they
it
won
was
the,
the start.
And they won the game.
It was the start. It was the 4-minute delay.
Yeah.
Just a hilarious thing for him to say. Like, dude, you got to know how stupid that sounds.
I need somebody to look up the stats on players that have been traded or signed with the Yankees like halfway through their career, if they're beard guys, if their performance has always declined once they get to New York. I know Johnny Damon, he won a World Series, right? But he was not the same player that he was in Boston. I bet you it's almost every player that goes there. If you have to cut your hair or shave to change your personal appearance, I bet it throws you off.
Samson effect.
Yep.
Did Randy Johnson shave his beard when he sucked when he was on the Yankees? But he also was like 38.
He was a mustache guy.
Forgot he was on the Yankees.
Yeah, he
Holy
was
shit.
so old
Yeah.
when he went to the Yankees.
The big unit.
But they allow mustaches.
Mustaches, no sideburns.
Yep.
And your hair can
No
go
beard.
down to your collar
Yeah.
and no further.
Yeah. All right, Billy, who's back?
My first choose.
Fuck anyone who says we don't talk baseball, by the way. I'm now like so committed on the Mariners somehow getting to the World Series because there was one guy who was like, "You guys are the #1 sports podcast, and all we got for a baseball preview was half-assed like Mariners are going to go to the World Series." If I If I somehow am right, I'm gonna frame that tweet. I'm gonna invite that guy to come into the studio.
Can you imagine if it's the Phillies and the Padres in the World Series? How right I would be.
Yes, that would be sick. If the AL just imploded,
that would be the all-time prediction.
Yeah, we are gonna have a couple baseball guests coming up, so everyone just listen. We get to things late. Things sneak up on us. Remember we did our NBA preview in like January?
We're actually going to do another NBA preview with Ryan Russillo.
Yeah, right. Like we just relax. We know when football season starts. We say football is back basically from June until
first episode of Hard Knocks
until February, and then everything else we missed by a couple weeks. Just chill out, Billy.
My who's back is UFOs. There was a weird sighting in the sky in Alaska. A picture's just been released. It basically looks like a long trail of smoke with a no one knows what it is object at the end of it over Anchorage. And many are saying that it might have been a UFO that was shot out of the sky that they don't want us to know about. But the government is saying it was just a contrail.
Or maybe it's Russia being like, you
thick
know what?
Ass contrail.
Maybe
it was thick as fuck.
It looked
maybe
like
the
a worm.
West.
It looked like an alien.
You think it has anything to do with our studio falling apart?
I think it has a lot to do with it.
Yep.
Something's going on.
Yeah, maybe they're
Something's
like, you know
going
what?
on.
Like our planes aren't doing so well in Ukraine. Let's try going over to Alaska.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So it's I got a blog coming out on it. Check it out on barstoolsports.com. And my second who's back is Ronaldo. Ronaldo.
Jail.
Yeah. Assaulting children.
Jail. Oh, because he said Ronaldo. What it was Jake? Oh no, he stole his who's back.
No, it was the
No,
pronunciation.
Hank nailed it.
Is Ronaldo?
No, that's how
Ronaldo?
they say it. No, that's appropriate. That's how they say it in England.
Jake just every time. That's like when I see it out of the corner of my eye. He breaks.
Yeah.
Ronaldo.
He can't help himself from like
Jail.
Ronaldo.
Jail. That guy should go to jail. He hit a kid.
He was limping coming off the pitch after a loss and wasn't feeling the cameras in his face at that moment.
All right, so there's two things that are going on here. One, I do think, because we had Brooks, our guy Brooks had a little camera incident. I think there should be a law in the world that if you are close enough for the person to slap the phone out of your hand without them having to make a move towards you, then you legally can get your phone slapped out of your hand. So if you're like, if I'm walking up to you, PFT, and I'm like this,
I can't do it.
but if I'm like that, you should be able to slap it because it's like, dude, that is the bubble.
But in this situation, the kid was in his space. He owned his area, right? If we're talking about this in NBA
like a block and
terms,
charge, yeah.
block and charge, he had position, and then Ronaldo drove right at him, right?
I just loved this because I do think he should be in jail for life for this. He hurt that kid's hand. There was a thread on Twitter that was very funny because it had a picture of the kid's hand, and it was just like his hand was like slightly red. Mm-hmm. Like that would have been one where, you know what, I could go to England right now, and I have to do this with my son all the time. Like I could kiss the boo-boo and we'd be fine. Like it'd be like, you're good to go. But at the end of the Twitter thread, they had it was the Irish Daily Mirror, and they said anyone with information on this incident is asked to contact Merseyside Police social media desk via Twitter. It's like what do you mean anyone who has information? We saw it was a video that the kid got his hand slapped, and that was it.
Send them the video. Absolutely.
If anyone knows who might have done this, a guy named wearing Ronaldo jersey, looking like Ronaldo, is a chief suspect.
It was the most famous person in the world
Yeah.
hitting a kid on video. So I think we got this one under control.
Yeah, no, but if you see anything or if you know anything about it, please contact them. Good. Who's back, Billy?
Those are my two.
All right, Jake.
My who's back is creating peace because that's exactly what's attempting to be happening between Rob Manfred and the players of Major League Baseball.
Oh, I thought you were going to take Ukraine, Russia. No,
Sports podcast.
kind of bigger things.
Yeah. He bought every player a pair of headphones.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
It's like they're going to like a JV bowl game. Here you go, guys. You can't afford this. Tell you what, Jake, what would you?
There's a guy with the
A Mets hat and a Red Sox
jersey.
I love
kinda
it.
like that.
That's the
There's
best.
a lot of those people.
That
A
is-
lot of Mets fans identify with the Red Sox.
That's
I'll say
the
that.
best house divided that I've ever seen.
No, it's not a house divided.
That's just a Yankee hater.
That's
No,
a Yankee hater.
Internal house
Yeah.
divided.
Yeah, he's just a Yankee hater.
So Jake, he bought every player headphones.
Yeah.
Even the minor leaguers.
Don't believe so.
Probably not them. No. But he's like, would you rather
You think after
an
everything
extra-
they'd be like, throw them a bone.
Would you rather have an extra
We're not going to give you livable
$300,000 a
wages,
year,
but
or would you rather have Beats by Dre?
No, that's a like, yo, my bad, dude.
Yeah.
Here's some headphones.
The sign said, "Please accept this gift as a small gesture. My
Very
appreciation for the
small.
hard work that
Yeah.
comes with
Extremely
being a major
small.
leaguer."
Yeah, very small gesture.
I'm sure they don't have headphones either anyway.
No. Although I could take headphones anytime. Just be like, give me headphones. That's cool. You always need them.
99-day lockout, but here's headphones.
Yeah, but
And
no one,
also,
no
Jake,
one-
also the bases are bigger.
Yeah.
You forgot that he gave.
But
him
I
bigger
would
bases.
argue, has anyone ever gotten headphones and been like, no, I don't want these? Like
That's a good point.
Yeah,
No,
you always
good point.
could use headphones.
I'll always take headphones.
Also,
Right.
I'll say this: the gift could have been anything, and people would have been like, "Oh, that's it."
Yeah. It could have been like a blank check for $1 million each. And they'd be
Yeah,
like,
but
oh,
why
what
isn't
the
$2
fuck?
million? Yeah.
Right.
Thank
Good
you for
point.
standing up for Commissioner Rob Manfred.
Yeah. Appreciate that, Jake.
If he wants to give me headphones, I'll take it.
Nice. Put that on the list. No?
I'm being honest. You just said it. I would let him give me headphones.
I heard the
It's not
pause
gonna-
and
when I
the
go back to it in 6
compound
months,
word.
it's not going to make
I heard
sense.
the pause.
No, the way he said it.
Yeah,
The
No,
pause.
that's
He
too
said
much.
if Commissioner Rob
Headphones.
Manfred wants to give me
Space.
head.
Phones.
That's what he said.
I said headphones.
Yeah, right.
Listen, any guy can give me headphones, and I would
exactly.
take it.
All right, PFT, you want to do a quick word before we got Scott Van Pelt, by the way, is in his car. So on the way to the airport, he's very gracious to give us his time every single Masters right after the tournament ends. So there was like one like weird moment where we lost him, but it's all good because it's always great to have Scott on.
Yeah, it's great to have Scott on. And if you just won a massive, massive tournament, got a lot of money, don't forget it's tax season coming up. If you need help, you're probably looking online for that help. And if you're doing your taxes online, your personal information is all going to be in one place, getting emailed, shared, possibly exposed to identity thieves. Protection against identity theft is easy with LifeLock by Norton. Norton helps you monitor your info with LifeLock. It alerts you to potential identity threats, and if you do become a victim, there's a dedicated U.S.-based restoration specialist who will work to fix it during tax season and beyond. No one can prevent all identity theft or monitor all transactions at all businesses, but you can make sure that your identity theft protection starts here. Join LifeLock today. Save up to 25% off your first year. That's a huge discount. 25% off your first year when you go to LifeLock.com/PMT. That's LifeLock.com/PMT. You're going to get 25% off. Now here's Scott Van Pelt.
Okay, we now welcome on one of our favorite recurring guests, a tradition unlike any other, Scott Van Pelt calling us on his way to the airport from Augusta. Texas big roll coming up soon. Scott, let's start with the winner. How big is this for Scots everywhere and Scotties?
I felt like I felt like I won. You know, they were chanting "Scotty, Scotty, Scotty," and I was just standing up, pumping my fist, and it was emotional.
Yeah.
Not a lot of Scotties win stuff, but now I feel like everything's changed.
Well, what's the difference between a Scott and a Scotty? Did you ever go by Scotty?
My family calls me that. Sometimes Nick Friedel, who joins me from time to time on SportsCenter, set the record for calling me Scotty. Watch next time he's on. He smiles a lot and calls me Scotty.
I love
So
Nick. He's my doppelganger.
doesn't?
Yeah. I get a lot of like, hey, you're on TV whenever Nick is doing hits with you. And that probably both of us probably feel a little bad about ourselves because our faces could lose like 10 pounds, but that's okay. Great dude.
Did you start your diet?
Yes, I have started it. Officially.
What's it consist of?
No eating.
That'll work.
Yeah, I just basically don't eat all day, and then at night I come home and I eat all my kids' food, and then I'm like, oh, I didn't eat anything.
There you go.
Yeah. All right.
Doesn't count.
Yeah. So Scottie Scheffler, like we don't know anything about him. Did you get to talk to him? I know you got to talk to him this weekend, but like give us some fun fact that we can then go around and tell everyone like we know more about golf than the average bear.
I mean, I think he's been pegged as like a 45-year-old, 25-year-old. Like he kind of carries himself in a very mature way and is super buttoned up. And I mean, all I know is this: like he hadn't won until Super Bowl Sunday, and he's won 4 times since. And I mean, you come here ranked number 1 and then you go win a major. I mean, that's Tiger Woods stuff. He's doing things that tell us that this is sort of who he is. Like this is the space he occupies. I don't know if I have any fun fact. I'll give you this. Apparently his Twitter bio, not his Twitter bio, his PGA Tour bio says his favorite course is Southern Hills, and that's where the next major is, which you can watch on ESPN and ESPN Plus, by the way.
Ooh.
Sick plug. Now,
bet on him.
Plug.
What about his?
So bet him early. Bet him early to win.
What about?
I just honestly, I just think I'm impressed that he's this mature. He's more mature than me now, and I'm more than twice his age, which is pitiful. He just feels like a guy that's an adult, and I don't know. It blows my mind that he's this composed already, and just didn't really wobble.
Yeah. What about his caddy? I feel like maybe one of the underreported stories is his caddy, Ted Scott, one of the best caddies in the game. Here's a fun fact about Ted Scott. He was the world foosball champion in 1994.
Bam. Right there. And they mentioned the two green jackets with Bubba, but I didn't hear the foosball thing until I came on with you guys.
So the 18th, we had this debate, and you've seen Augusta, you've been to Augusta, you've golfed Augusta.
Yeah.
Could let me ask you, you golf, you've been to Augusta, if you walked up to the tee box on the 18th with a lead like he had, knowing you had to just get an 8 or a 9 for a playoff, would you be able to pull it off?
I thought about that. And with all the people watching, probably not. I think I would probably poop.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
Let's just be honest, right? Well, you probably would freak out a little bit. I mean, in every player that plays thinks, of course, all I need is like a 9 and I'd be fine, an 8, I guess, and I'd be okay. Well, you see these guys smacking in the trees, and they're the best in the world. So I'm not going to do that thing that people do and say, "Oh, sure, I could make an 8." I might not. I probably wouldn't.
What about if you just used a putter? You take the trees out of the equation. You go putter off the tee and then putt down the fairway.
For an 8, you could just hit 7-iron 3 times and be up there close, but then the fun starts. I mean, how many putts did he have on 18? It felt like 5.
Yes. Yeah.
I think
and he was the leader.
Wait, so we've never been to Augusta. Are the greens that crazy? Like compared to just going out on a regular weekend,
yes.
If you're going your local course, like how crazy are the greens compared to that?
There's nothing else like them because it's a combination of how fast they are, and it's married to the slope and the undulation and the breaks that are, some are subtle and some are drastic. You can tell on television. I mean, all you need to know is Scottie Scheffler, I think he 5-putted, didn't he? I mean, whatever it was, he was making faces to say, I better make this eventually or this is going to really get embarrassing. Meanwhile, I think it's a bad beat for anybody that bet under, I think 278.5 or 277.5 was the score for the over or under for the week. And I don't know, I got 8 million tweets. I don't know if they're bad beats or not because people get confused sometimes. Mm-hmm. But I think that might have come into play, which will be sad for those that were on the wrong side of that because that was a mess.
Yeah.
Here's a fun experiment to do since it was kind of a boring Masters. The Sunday at least was not really super exciting, at least outside the first 6 or 7 holes. If it had gone 19 holes,
right.
Do you think that Scottie Scheffler wins this Masters?
Sure. Here's the thing. Often, it happened with Tiger in 19. It happened with Matsuyama last year. If you have the lead, the way you play the hole is entirely different. I mean, you don't need to be aggressive, and you just want to avoid a drastic mistake. Scheffler's lead was so big he could afford what happened on 18, and it doesn't even matter. So I think absolutely. I think if he. But then, I mean, which hole is it? Is it 12? Do we trot back out to 12? See, that we saw what happened to Cam Smith, and that happens every year. Somebody unfortunately has a moment where it all goes wrong. But I mean, I get what you're saying. If there was another hole, I don't think he was leaking oil. I think he just knew it doesn't matter what I do here. It's just a matter of time until I get to hug my bride and put on a jacket.
Yeah. What was the mood around the course this week? Because we were talking about, Dude Perfect and Bryson desecrating the hallowed grounds there. Do you get the feeling like the grounds crew, they had a chip on their shoulder after that display, and they were like, you know what? We're going to make it tough. We're going to make it harder than usual.
It was more just the fact that the wind blew 30 miles an hour on Friday, and then Saturday was the coldest day I ever remember here. It wasn't cold, Chicago in the winter cold, obviously, but it was really cold for April and Augusta cold. And so Friday and Saturday were the issue. If we had 4 days like this where the weather was perfect, then I think you'd have seen scores that were a whole lot better. But honestly, the mood all week, it was tremendous. It's what it always is here. People were excited to be here, but then they were excited because Tiger was back, and then he played well enough the first day where people got excited and thought, holy shit, what if he can do this? And I figured that there'd be some sort of diminishing returns just because his body is he's been through so much physically. There's just no way to reasonably think he could do it again. And then obviously over the weekend, he didn't play well, but him smiling coming off the green after 78 tells you all you need to know. He accomplished a lot in his own mind. And so people were into that. And then Rory and Morikawa, who I know has been on your show, great dude. They put on a show. So there was that for some excitement, but I'm not going to try to sell you on, wow, it was the dramatic Masters we normally see. It wasn't, because Scheffler largely took the wind out of that, out of the sails of that. It just, it was in his hands since Friday night, essentially.
Yeah. So I got into it a little bit with the Tiger fanboys, which I need to just back off because they're a fierce group of people on Twitter. I said that
worse than Tua?
Well,
worse than Tuanon?
No, I'm part of Tuanon, so don't do that. I have a lot of stats. We could talk later. I just said that I was watching on Sunday. I was sitting on my couch. I'm watching Tiger, and I was like, this is kind of depressing because he's clearly limping and he's struggling and he's making shots he doesn't normally make. I probably should take the viewpoint that you just said. Like, he comes off 18, he's smiling, he's happy. But was there any part of you that watched him Saturday and Sunday, and you're like, "Ooh, this isn't great," because clearly he's injured?
I get what you're saying, and sure, it sucks. It sucks that he's been through, so many different things. Like, his back was a mess before he had a car accident, so all that's a bummer. And I guess what I'm saying, Big Cat, is that when he shoots 71 on Thursday, you trick yourself into thinking he's not a human. And you think, oh, well, he'll just keep doing this. And then you see him limping. You're like, oh, I wish that weren't what it is.
Right.
But, it's just the reality of hold on one second, guys.
He's getting his bags. He's getting carjacked
right
guy.
now.
He's the hardest working man in show business.
I'll see you at Southern Hills. Thank you. No, I'm at the airport, and I want to walk. This is a big moment for us because we're going to walk in it. We're going to walk in and see if they have the big Texas.
Wait, but you said it. You said it perfectly, Scott, because that's exactly you summed up my feelings better than I did in a tweet. It was not that it was a bummer to watch. It was the fact that Thursday happened, and I was part of the group that tricked myself into thinking, "Oh my God, Tiger will be in this thing," and then to fast forward to Sunday and see him limping. And bogey, and I'm like, oh, this kind of sucks, man.
No doubt, but and I think both things can be true, right? Where it was so much fun to see him bury a putt on 16 and have Lundqvist yelling, and you're like, holy shit, this dude's really is not human, and it doesn't matter that his leg got broken and almost had to be amputated. He's gonna be a superhero. Well, he's not. He's, flesh and blood like us. And I really have to talk to him about the bald spot. I've tried to tell him that he has to shave his head. Something has to happen.
He's not going to give that up. Yeah. He's going to go down swinging on that one.
I think it's the ultimate I'm Tiger Woods and you're not move, where it's like, LeBron's got a little of that going on too, where he's like, what are you going to say? Hey, Tiger, you're bald? No.
No, I did on television. I said to him, I'm your GPS. You have to come home. And he won't. I don't know why he won't, because the longer he holds on to this, just the worse it's going to get. But he's explained that because his head, because he gets tan and then his head doesn't get tan, that he would look like a mess if he shaved it.
Yeah.
But then that's when That's when you say I'm Tiger Woods, and it doesn't make any difference.
Yeah.
Hold on.
So we got to see.
moment.
We're going to the vending machine right now. We're going to see if they have the big Texan cinnamon roll.
No.
This is terrible.
What are we looking at? What are our options?
I don't want to show you.
No, you got to show us. Oh, that's
where
bad.
the big Texas is supposed to be.
And it's not there? And they got gummy bears?
I think you got to go Pop-Tarts.
Well, what about the Mrs. Freshly's? What do you know about those?
Yeah, I go. All right, if I were you right now, I'd hit those Cool Ranch Doritos, and then
Whoa. Mrs. Freshly's Jumbo Honey Bun. Huh?
Yep,
I like
I'd hit
that.
one of those, and then maybe top yourself off with like some peanut M&Ms.
What if we make this flight? What if we really just get nuts and get like cheddar jalapeno Cheetos, then smash it, Mrs. Freshly's Jumbo Honey Bun, and then some Pop-Tarts.
Now, what if you did this?
If I had an edible, we'd 100% get that sorted out.
What if you get the Pop-Tarts, right? And then you put the Cheetos in between like a sandwich. And then you have the honey bun to clean you up afterwards.
There you go. There's just to cleanse the palate.
Yeah, it is a shame that they don't have the big Texan, though.
This is really disappointing. This is a disappointing moment in private aviation that there is no Memphis, Texas.
I was going to
whatever the hell.
I was going to ask, because my last question was going to be the Roback question. Use code TAKE, 20% off your first purchase, RHOBACK.com. I was going to ask, are you actually flying private tonight? Because I thought maybe, the wallet's a little tight with all the money you had to pay for Kevin Willard.
I mean, we're gonna sort that out with we're gonna just pass the hat amongst ourselves. My guy KP, Kevin Plank, started a company, Under Armour, no big deal, billionaire. I'm sure he's good. we'll figure it out.
Yeah,
we'll sort it out. We're good. But we, friendly with a Wisconsin alum, Kenny Dichter, and the Wheels Up Air Force. They're gonna get your man home correct.
Wait, your hands in front of your the mic. Oh, there you go.
See, that's bad. That was bad. I was giving props to a Wisconsin guy, too. If I'm going to give a plug to Wheels Up, I want to make sure that it's heard clearly.
Yeah, and Kenny Dichter, I embarrassed myself because I saw you at Super Bowl week, and I got to the tail end. I'm not invited to the Wheels Up dinner, but I was walked in at the very end, and I said to Kenny, hey, we got to figure out a way to get Caleb Williams. And he gave me one of those, like, get this crazy guy away from me. I don't know who you are. He was like, yeah, hit me later. And I was like, I don't have your number.
Did you hit him? Did you sort that out?
I was like, we got to get this Caleb Williams thing figured out. We got to get him to Wisconsin. He's like, yeah. Get in touch with me next week. And I walked down and I was like, I don't have his number.
Well, I can put you in touch. I do have a serious question. Not serious, but I am interested because I've covered golf obviously my whole life. So to me, coming to Augusta is my favorite week of the year. And being here is great, and it's friends and the whole bit, and it's just something I've always done. So I see it through that lens. You guys are sports fans, and I just is this a week that you love? Is it like
yes.
Yeah, it's fun, kinda, or is it like I really like this week?
No, I really do.
Yes.
Everything about it is it tells me that like it is the official shifting of the season into spring for me. Hearing Jim Nance's voice, and Jim Nance was on one. I don't know if you get to watch the broadcast while you're working. He was on one today. He was just ripping off the whole. I always say he is ASMR for dads, where you listen to him and you just fall into the most pleasant slumber that you can possibly be in. It's fantastic.
But PFT's right. It's Augusta for me because I've never been, and I love watching it. I watch every Masters. It's like the time and place. It's whenever Masters Week comes around, it's like, that first 50, 60-degree day pops, and it's like, all right, we've made it. We've made it through winter. It just, everything kind of feels a little different, where there's something very, very special about it. And the tradition, even when they did it in the fall, I was like, this isn't the Masters. Like, it's nice. They're doing it, but it's not the Masters. Like, it's the spring. It's Jim Nance. It's just the fact that it's the same place every year and all the history, you just love it.
That same bird keeps showing up and making that same sound over and over and over again.
I'll say this, on a day like yesterday when it was cold, and even on a day when it's cold and you're bundled up and whatever, it's great. But on a day like today when it's 75 and it's sunny and it's perfect, and you're looking around knowing that someone's life legitimately changes because they become a Masters champion. I mean, that in this sport, it's the kingmaker event, and you win this, and then for the rest of your life, Scottie Scheffler, who already seems like he's 40 years old, is going to come here when he's 50 years old. And he's the rest of his life, he's a Masters champion. And I don't know. I mean, I'm happy to make fun of stuff as much as the next guy. But I mean, it's an event that it's whatever you think it is. If you come here, it's better. I've never seen anyone leave the golf course and you say, "Hey, is this your first time?" And they say, "Yeah." And you go, "What'd you think?" And they go,
Right.
It's all right.
It's its entire
list.
thing.
It's bucket list.
Yeah, it's iconic. Like we say that a lot of stuff is iconic. The Masters Augusta is iconic. I would love to go there one day. Mostly, I want to try everything that they have at the concession stand. Can you give us like a real quick power ranking of the different concession stand foods they have?
By the way, before you do this, my favorite thing is when they show the menu and it's like you can eat all this for $20. It will just cost you $10,000 to get in. Sweet, awesome.
But see, they could gouge you once you're here, and they don't.
True.
Because they truly don't need your money.
Yes.
This is a bit of controversy but I mean, hold on. Let me just say in advance, if you're team pimento cheese, that's fine. I'm not. But that's like the person that likes a specific flavor of ice cream. If you like it, great. But if I don't, it's fine. I'll just pick something different. The sneaky menu item you need to get is the chicken sandwich. It's just a chicken breast, really well peppered, and it's on a bun, and that's all you need. But what a lot of the vets do is they take the pimento and cheese and they take and buy a barbecue, again, because it's cheap. You take the pimento cheese, smash it on the barbecue, then you have this hybrid pimento cheese barbecue mix that people say is great. But again, I'm not the pimento cheese guy. Other people like the egg salad. Again, you can have it. I'm just going to smash chicken sandwiches and call it a day.
It is actually a testament to Augusta as a place that is so sacred that they can make an egg salad sandwich appealing. Like people are like, "Oh, look at the egg salad."
It's just that it's in the green bag and you're at Augusta. So when you eat it, you get to tell all your boys that aren't here, "Hey, you know what I did?
Yep.
I just smashed 9 egg salad sandwiches."
It's light, it's refreshing. Our mutual friend JP Finley sent me a care package from Augusta last year. Inside the care package was like 3 egg salad sandwiches, 2 pimento cheese sandwiches. Now, he didn't really refrigerate it. There was like 1 bag of frozen corn that he put in the FedEx box. So by the time I got to the office and opened it up, I don't think it didn't. There are things out there that keep well. I'm going to say that an egg salad sandwich is on the other side of that coin.
I don't feel like egg salad travels. Did you eat it?
I mean, I had to take a bite. It was a big mistake. Egg salad travels like as far as somebody handing it to you and then you eating it.
From the kitchen to like the table.
I don't mean, right. It's just not through the postal service.
No, it's not
meant to be.
Egg salad does not cross state lines.
No, you can't put it in a box and send it to somebody, for God's sake. I saw him. I saw JP today.
Yeah. By the way, last thing, the Scottie Scheffler's caddy, which we just talked about, but what a job by him on Saturday with the vest. That was have you ever seen a caddy work that hard? He had to keep giving it back to him, the vest. Scottie Scheffler took on and off his vest like 75 times. I likened it to, Scott, when you're with a toddler and it's like, just back and forth, like, "Oh, no, I don't want this. I want this. That's what he had to do all day on Saturday.
You're a father of 2. A lot of people don't know that.
Yeah.
It was, I mean, listen, you're there. The caddy's job is the list could be short or it could be really long. On Saturday was a long thing. Here's the vest. I don't understand. I guess, I mean, couldn't you swing it? Couldn't you swing with the vest? I just would have seemed like you could have done that, but they didn't.
Yeah, they also did it
on
like
an awful lot.
They screwed him over because they kept on showing it, so it then became a thing. Like, we're sick of the vest, and then I guess we got to talk to Colin Morikawa because his neck scarf that he was wearing, he looked like Lenny Kravitz. I don't know what that look was.
I think it was an Adidas thing because I feel like Dustin Johnson had the same thing. I felt like it was like part of the shirt. It was a whole Lenny Kravitz. That's a great call. Yeah. I didn't think of that.
I was thinking it might have been like a mask. Like,
it was.
Like he was pulling it up.
Points.
Like Sub-Zero. That thing was huge. It's like wearing a lampshade.
At times it was.
Yeah.
At times it was. Look, it was an interesting week, man. I mean, it starts with Tiger, who was awesome. Then the wind blows 50. Then the next day, people have got on dune masks. And then, unfortunately, Sunday we just didn't have, we didn't have the back and forth drama and whatever. other than like Rory and Morikawa holing out on 18, that was nuts. I don't know what Rory did with his hands. He made the. You see that when he made it, and then
it was
he just
fantastic. It was like,
what do I do with my hands?
It looked like a 50-year-old woman getting like warmed up for a power walk. He went like the side spin on it. Yeah.
What are you doing, man? I guess if you shoot 64, you can do whatever the hell you want.
Yeah. You were lucky enough to see that. We got it ruined for us, so we got that spoiled for us, but that's okay.
No, nothing got ruined until I got here, and there's no big Texas.
Yeah,
that's tough.
Yeah,
I have one last food-related question. You don't get invited, like nobody outside people that actually have won the Masters get invited to the Champions Dinner, right?
No.
But as far as the spread goes, that looked like one of the all-timers.
I mean, again, we can. There's jokes and all, but I mean, the way it's been described to me is that's the coolest night of the year. I mean, it's a bunch of dudes that you get to remember who you were when you were a younger man, and you get to sit around and listen to stories, and it's, Scheffler gets to set the menu. Morikawa's menu was well received, and apparently he gave a speech that Bubba Watson said was just brought people to tears, which I don't know. I mean, again, people can roll their eyes about golf and traditions, and that's fine. I'm not trying to sell you on them if you're not into it, but just the idea of being in a room with the people that, span generations, and only the people that have done it get to be in there. That's an all-timer. An all-timer. And it's, I think that's why this event's a kingmaker, and it's the one you come back to the rest of your life.
You are wrong, though. I did see Dude Perfect was there for that. So
say that again?
Dude Perfect was there for the Masters dinner this year. So they do invite some people.
Hey, then they got the invite that I've been here for a while. I didn't get on the list.
They're actually,
I got to tighten up my drone game.
They're actually renaming the 18th. It's not going to be Holly. It's going to be Pound It Noggin.
Yeah,
is the name of the hole now.
I would love if Augusta just leaned into it and just started trolling the fuck out of everyone with Dude Perfect. Like, all those guys get exemptions for life to play foot golf on the Masters week.
They actually get into the tournament. There's one group, the Dude Perfect group, just to break it up a little bit.
Listen, I got nothing to say other than if it's they can invite whoever they want. As long as they keep inviting my dumbass, then I'm fine with whoever else gets to come.
Well, Scott, thank you as always. This is one of our favorite times we get to talk to someone who's actually there. And safe flight, and sorry about the big Texas. That's a heartbreaker.
Yeah, I'm going to try to shake that off and soldier forth. But you guys know I love you. I appreciate the time always. You guys keep doing your thing and killing it, all right?
All right. Thanks, Scott.
Bye, Scott. Thank you.
See you, fellas.
See ya.
Scott Van Pelt was brought to you by our great friends over at Manscaped. Manscaped is the leader in below-the-waist grooming. Support us. Head over to manscaped.com, and you can use the exclusive code PMT at checkout. Get 20% off and free shipping. What do they have? Well, they've got the Lawnmower 4.0. Their all-new skin-safe electric trimmer. It has a ceramic blade and skin-safe technology. Your nicks and your snags are going to be reduced. They also have the Weed Whacker ear and nose hair trimmer. You know what? If you're getting older, you start to notice the ear hair comes in, the nose hair comes in. Take care of it. Take care of all that unsightly hair with the Weed Whacker. They also have a performance package that comes with Crop Preserver, which is anti-chafing ball deodorant, Crop Reviver, which is ball spray toner, and Magic Mat, which is disposable shaving mats. Manscaped also have some other amazing hygiene products for men, ranging from cologne-infused body wash, 2-in-1 shampoo, and aluminum-free deodorant. And you get 20% off plus free shipping with code PMT at manscaped.com. That's 20% off, free shipping at manscaped.com, and use promo code PMT.
All right, we're going to wrap up. We're going to talk some NBA playoffs because we're finally here. We should say, by the way, Joel Embiid wins the scoring title. First center to do it since 2000, which is remarkable. Like, the fact that I was looking at it, Kirk Goldsberry put something up. It was since so there was 94 was David Robinson, 95 was Shaq, 2000 was Shaq. That's the list of centers that have won the scoring title in like the last 40 years. Mm-hmm. That's how good of a season Joel Embiid has had. There's been some heated debate about Jokic, Giannis for MVP. MVP like talk gets very boring. I feel like
I'm just gonna vote for Embiid with my vote.
Yeah,
my vote goes to Embiid.
I'm gonna go with Devin Booker,
and I'm gonna put it for Embiid, and say that if the Sixers don't win the title this year, it's a disappointment.
Yes,
all for naught.
Well, it's James Harden's fault.
So yeah, you could. Yes, there is the perfect scapegoat besides Doc Rivers. So Hank, I know that you've been getting into it already with a certain element of Sixers Twitter, as you like to do. Any death threats? Any personal
you have?
messages?
No, I mean, there was a lot of people. I had a tweet. It was during the Celtics win streak when they were still like 4 or 5 games back in the division, where I was like, "Feed me Philly." I got a lot of people, even our own Adam Ferrone, that was like, "Be careful what you wish for." Blah 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 blah. And then in the past month or so, the Celtics obviously won the division today. They got the number 2 seed. They didn't tank. They didn't quit. They didn't rest their starters. They played it out. And then there's a lot of Philly fans that in the last month, like I've seen them, I follow them all, I see what they're doing, I'm watching the games, and they're all like, this team sucks, Harden sucks. Like, they've fallen off James Harden. They don't, that high that they were riding when they got James Harden, where they were all like, this is it, we've got the missing piece, championship or bust, they're already off that high, and they're just worried about beating the Raptors.
I think I might have been right about that trade when it happened, when I said I think both teams might lose this trade.
Well, Simmons might, there was a report today that he might come back for the playoffs.
Yeah.
The world needs...
But that's
Nets
it's going
Sixers in the
to be
playoffs.
so weird having Simmons come back for the
unbelievable.
first time in the playoffs. Like, surely this player won't throw off all the chemistry that we have.
Right, but he also it's not like he is gonna you're not saying if Ben Simmons comes back for the playoffs, he might have trouble shooting because he hasn't shot in a while.
Right. If he doesn't shoot,
his
that's
skill,
probably good.
his best skill set can probably show up and play. He could probably show up and play defense. I was thinking about it. Joel Embiid, incredible season. All those stats I just said. The fact that he's the first center in 20 years. He's also the first center since Moses Malone in 1982 to average more than 30 points a game. It's crazy. Even if you want to say the 90s was slower pace and not as many points, who cares? Look at the 80s and 70s when they scored nonstop. Joel Embiid, though, is setting himself up perfectly to be the most sympathetic figure in all of sports. When you think about Ben Simmons kind of ruined his chances, and now James Harden, who you want to talk about a pile-on, everyone loves to pile on James Harden. It's one of the funnest things to do every spring. It's a tradition unlike any other. We go from the Masters to joking about James Harden being hungover in a playoff game. James Harden will fuck this up for Embiid, and everyone's gonna be like, Embiid is so good, why he deserves a ring. I've already seen that he deserves a ring.
Well, I don't know. It's gonna be trying to figure out who to blame between Harden and Doc Rivers, because people love to pile on Doc Rivers too.
Yeah, well, he does that to himself. He already bashed James Harden, which was awesome. Did you see that the other day? He was some reporter asked about the backups, and he's like, well, James didn't do anything. He just said it. He said it after a game. It's like, James Harden stinks. But we are set with the playoffs. The Bucks basically...
The play-in game, too, is also, I think we should probably just tell people what the play-in game is, because up until today when I was going through scenarios, I kind of forgot about how serious the play-in tournament. It's the play-in tournament.
Yes.
It's a lot. It's not just a play-in game.
It's a lot. So Tuesday night is Cavs Nets.
Well, Monday night too.
No, not Monday night.
Western Conference.
Nope, it's Wednesday.
I thought we said it was Monday. Tuesday.
I know. I just saw it. It's Wednesday.
What the fuck?
I know.
Wait,
I know.
It was listed on my phone as being Monday night.
It's Wednesday. I just saw the thing behind you. I wouldn't have noticed.
So it's Wednesday, Thursday, Friday.
It's Tuesday.
Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday.
Yeah. So Tuesday's the Cavs and Nets. It's not by conference. Tuesday is Cavs Nets. Tuesday night later at 9:30 is Clippers T-Wolves. Wednesday is Hornets Hawks Spurs Pelicans.
They did change it.
And then I assume Thursday they just play everything? I don't know. Friday?
No, it's a doubleheader Friday.
Friday. Okay, so there you go. And then the playoffs start on Saturday.
And the winner of Nets Cavs is the 7 seed. So even though technically, the Cavs are the 8, the Nets are the 7, if the Cavs beat the Nets, they're the 7, and then the Nets have to play the winner of the Hornets Hawks just to make the 8.
And I told you,
I
Hank,
think the Cavs can beat the Nets. I'm just going to say it right now.
Hank has two things going on. Cavs have been his team all year because he bet on them, and 2, he doesn't want the Celtics to play the Nets in the first round.
Cavs fight.
It was funny because I came in and Hank was sitting in darkness, full darkness, by himself in the office.
He was in the lab.
He was in the lab, breaking down playoff scenarios, and it was funny because we both came at it from different angles. He's coming at it from a team, the Celtics, that could possibly win the title, and I have been crunching the playoff scenarios to figure out like what's the least amount of embarrassment the Bulls can take. And we now have actually gotten the most amount of embarrassment with the Bucks, because that's going to be an absolute shit show. The Bucks will probably sweep. I was weighing all weekend. I was like, would I rather get swept by the Bucks and have Packers fans up my ass, which I'm used to, or would I like to play the Celtics, maybe win one game,
Coach K's revenge,
but know that Coach K's revenge, and also Dave tweets me out of the clouds, out of nowhere for like 2 weeks, or have the Sixers and have like Smitty laughing in my face. No good scenarios for me.
I think I'd have your back with that though.
Yeah, but it was the Bucks. Like, at least all I can say about the Bucks are going to sweep the Bulls, and at least I know how to deal with Packers fans like just dunking on me my entire life. I know how to deal with
the
it.
worst case scenario for you would be if you played against the Celtics, because you would get Hank. And Hank wouldn't like talk a lot of overt shit.
He would just
but he would
smug.
sit there smiling, with that little smirk on his face. And then you know what happened? You would get bud.
Yeah.
You'd be like, "Oh no, I was just trying to watch the game," and like, "I'm sorry, my team can't win." And Big Cat's over there like, "Bubba."
But I'm also like, I'm a dead man walking. I know I've watched many Bulls games this year, and they are not a good team right now. Like, if you go from January on, they're a bad team. So the Bucks are going to kill them. I just want it to be over as fast as possible. I'm hoping DeMar DeRozan scores 61 game and we can get like one nice moment, maybe in Chicago. Hank, how are you feeling though? Like, I think karma's on your side. For the Celtics to not rest starters and the Bucks to basically say we'd rather play the Bulls, which I understand. Karma's on your side. To like, the teams that don't tank have karma.
I think the Celtics have been one of the best teams the second half of the year. I think they were like 23-24, and they finished something crazy like 23-7 or something. That's probably not exactly right, but they've been very, very hot. Obviously, without Robert Williams in the first round, it's tough going against the Nets, not at full strength. I still think we can win. I would much rather play, though, the Cavs. I'm just gonna be honest. I'd rather play the Cavs, even though the Cavs are scrappy. They are a better team. They're a better matchup for us. I still think we can beat the Nets, and then if we beat the Nets, we have a better, path to the finals.
I think
I don't know. It's gonna be. I don't know. It's gonna be interesting. The Nets and the Bucks are legitimate matchups that I could see going either way. I'll say that.
What I'm looking forward to is the play-in game out west, Clippers T-Wolves.
Yeah,
because according to Paul George, this is not a Paul George versus Pat Beverly match. Oh, it's going to be a Paul George versus Pat Beverly match. Pat Beverly, by the way, is not on board with you saying that it's not about Paul George versus Pat Bev.
This is a playing game. So is there playing game P? Because it's not playoff P.
It's play-in P.
Yeah, it's not. This is not the playoffs.
Shout out R. Kelly.
Yeah, you're not. It's not the playoffs yet. You're not officially in the playoffs until you actually play a series.
That would actually be the funniest thing to happen to Paul. We've seen it all happen to Paul George, and we've loved laughing when it does. But for him to lose in a play-in game, that would be the ultimate.
Yes. I am, and we're gonna have Russillo on later this week to break it all down. But I do think that it's just gonna be the Suns and Bucks again. And I know that Hank, you poo-pooed that, but I just think Giannis he's so fucking good. And I know this is based off like facts that everyone knows, but sometimes it's that easy. Sometimes we spend all year watching these NBA teams trying to talk ourselves into something new and different, and it's like, oh yeah, Giannis is just a fucking monster.
I think I'm doing what I've learned over and over again watching sports that you should not do, which is to be like the Nets. Look at all the talent they've got.
Right.
The Nets are a dream team. I'm kind of talking myself into that. Like they're too good to lose before the finals.
Yeah. So I'm going Suns and Bucks rematch. I think it's plus 600 if you want to parlay them or like set that up for them to meet in the finals. That's my pick. I don't know. Maybe Rousseau will tell me I'm the dumbest person ever and that the Nets. We got to get Kirk Goldsberry back on. Shit.
Yeah, to do his Nets.
He literally ruined the Nets.
He did. Go Celtics Warriors.
Oh.
Ooh.
That's spicy.
I like that.
Something new.
You know what? I'm going to double dip. I'm going to go Nets, Warriors.
Oh.
These two teams.
KD.
Best on paper.
What do you mean double dip?
Meaning like the Warriors are kind of, I'm treating them the same way I'm treating the Nets, which is they're too good. They've got so much talent They're going to figure it out.
You're betting on names.
You know what? I'm doing a guy off.
Yeah, you're
An
doing
internal
hey,
guy off.
I know a bunch of names on these teams.
Yep.
That must be the best team.
Also, don't be shocked if the Nuggets. Don't be shocked. That's me saying.
I
That's
would be
me
shocked.
tossing a name
Yes,
out there.
I would be shocked.
And just saying, don't be shocked, so I don't actually have to put any weight behind
Yeah,
it.
when
they have crazy injuries.
Don't be
if
shocked, don't be shocked.
Yeah, you basically did you did a free roll for a take where it's like, I didn't say that. I just said don't be shocked.
The Nuggets, they're
You'll
the
take
team.
you'll take 100% credit if the Nuggets get
Yep.
there, and you'll take 0% of the blame if they don't.
Don't be surprised.
Yeah, right. Okay. I like that. I'll say don't be surprised with the Grizzlies. We all get don't be surprised.
Okay,
team.
Hank, who's your don't be surprised team?
The Cavs.
Okay.
Okay. That's funny.
Don't be surprised.
They are
They're
fighting.
going to beat the Nets.
Jared Allen and Mobley, are they playing?
Don't be surprised.
Did you see Kevin Love's stat line tonight? It was incredible. He played 14 minutes. He had 32 points. 14 minutes. He went 8 for 11 from 3.
That's crazy. Don't let the boy get hot.
They were playing against the Bucks backups, but who the fuck cares? And I had a lot of Bucks fans. They're not the smartest people. They were just. I tweeted like, "Oh wow, Bucks are limping into the playoffs." I knew they weren't playing anyone. Shout out to Drew Holiday for getting $307,000 for playing 8 seconds today. I love those
awesome.
things. Those are the best. Okay, that's the show. Anything else? Anything else we missed? Billy, you got anything we missed?
Also, I have a big future on the Pelicans to be in the playoffs after the play-in games are over.
Oh,
how awesome would it be if Zion just somersaulted out there for the playing game?
That would be cool. I'm off the Pelicans because when we were in New Orleans, I bet on them.
That's on you.
Yeah, I bet
Get
on
off yourself.
Yeah, I know. I should get off myself. I bet on the Lakers the last game LeBron played until he fucking withdrew from the entire season and left all of Laker Nation behind. I bet on the Lakers on Friday night, and they lost the Pelicans. And then I forgot the Pelicans were in LA for the entire weekend, so they were super hungover, partied all weekend, and lost by like 30 to the Clippers on Sunday night. Got to be careful of those. Billy, what'd you got?
Scottie Scheffler is not actually related to Tony Scheffler.
Yep. Nothing gets by Billy.
I disagree.
Yeah,
I disagree.
Where'd you get that information?
When I said it, if you're watching the YouTube, when I said it, I don't know if we have Billy's reaction, but he like perked up in his seat, like holy fuck.
No, I Googled it after sex. I did not know.
Yeah, I know you did.
Billy, sometimes it's actually endearing that Billy doesn't know that sometimes we say things on this show that are intentionally completely incorrect just to get that exact react. Like, did you look up where Manchester was located when I said it was in South London?
When I said it was in London?
Yeah,
No,
it was a joke.
Hank
dude.
was
Hank
pulling your
knew
legs
it
the
was-
entire
no,
time.
I'm just saying. You asked if I had anything. I was like, well, I did
that is
actually
something.
Google that.
No, you're right. I did ask.
I
and
did
you
do a quick Google.
You did provide. Yeah, we'll have more. I'm excited for the NBA playoffs.
I'm pumped.
I'm very, very excited. For
Don't
the
be
NBA
surprised.
playoffs. Except minus the Bulls. That's going to be really, really sad.
that would
I might
actually-
just be hacked for the entire first round.
You know how memes sometimes does the fake Adam Scheffler
How many
account?
games
That would
for
be a
them? What if
good
they win 2
rebrand.
games?
The Adam Scheffler.
Adam
Just like a
Scheffler.
jacked up meathead version.
Yeah. If the Bulls won 2 games, I would be happy, but they're also in a bad spot just overall. It's just everything fell apart. If they won 2 games, that would be hey, we acquitted ourselves well. We weren't
Now
they're not going to win a game.
I'm not rooting for this to see Hank's personal demise, but I do think it would be good for the show if it ended up being a Sixers Celtics series.
I want it.
Whereas
I
Hank,
fucking want
there
it.
we go. Okay, Hank, I like
want it
it.
so bad.
I also am just going to say this right now. If the Nets play the Celtics and the Nets somehow beat the Celtics, I think Frank the Tank should be allowed on this show for 10 minutes to laugh at you.
Agreed.
Fine.
Just giggle. He's not allowed to say anything. Just giggle.
I mean, it will be torture. It will be torture. All
3.
right, numbers. 22.
6.
19.
25. 86 is out.
Jake, no 18.
You guys told me to win it with a different team.
91.
Oh, reciprocal.
Booth Bay and Wiscasset, Maine are considered the worming capital of the world.
Love you guys.
know what I'm to say, I'll say it anyway. Today's another day to find you shying away. Oh, I'll be coming for your love, okay. Oh, I'll be coming for your love, okay. Take on me. Take me on. Take on me. Take me on. I'll be gone. Needless to say, I ought to send it, but I'll be stolen away. Slowly learning the life is okay. Say after me, oh, it's no better to be safe than sorry. Oh, it's no better to be safe than sorry. Take on me. Take me on. Take on me. Take me on. I'll be gone in a day or two. All the things that you say, yeah, in life are just to play my worries away. You're all the things I've got to remember. You shying away. Oh, I'll be coming for you anyway. You shying away. Oh, I'll be coming for you anyway. Take on me.